Adobe Captivate is an authoring tool that is used for creating e-learning content. Today I'm going to show you how to make a simple e-learning course by using some of Captivate's basic tools. We're going to start our new project with a blank Captivate slide. The first thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and save your project so you can continue to save throughout. I normally save to my desktop, but wherever you prefer is fine. Once you've saved your project, the title will show up in the top left-hand corner of your workspace. The first thing we're going to add to our slide is a click box. You're going to want this on every slide because it allows the user to progress through the course at their own pace with the use of navigation buttons at the bottom of the screen. For this particular click box, we're going to delete all the text box options. Then we're going to move the click box to the top right-hand corner of the slide so that it's out of the way. Next, we're going to edit the title. For example purposes, let's say our course is going to teach people how to make toast. You can customize the text box by accessing the Properties tab on the right of the workspace. We're also going to move it to the top of the slide. This is going to be the overall look for this course, and since I want the title and the click box on every slide, I'm going to duplicate this first slide. Because I've already done my planning before starting the project, I know that I'll need 6 slides in total. I usually add the learning objectives in the first few slides, so let's add a text box with the objective for this course. The next item we're going to add is a shape. We're going to change its color by using the Properties tab and type Step 1 inside of it by double-clicking on the inside of the shape. Instead of adding text here, we're going to use images to explain the 3 steps of making toast. Once you have all the items on your slide, you're going to click the timeline at the bottom of the workspace to customize the flow of your slide. We're going to begin by lengthening the duration of the slide by dragging the slide box at the very bottom. This next part is very important. You're going to want your click box to be the same length of the slide. So right-click on the click box in the timeline and select Show for the rest of the slide. Now I want the title and the Step 1 oval to be on the slide as it opens, so we're going to leave them as is. But for the picture, I want it to come in later, so we're going to move it a little further down the time bar. Once I have it in place, I also want this photo to stay for the remainder of the slide, so I'm going to repeat the step again. Right-click and select Show for the remainder of the slide. Now because I don't want the picture to just suddenly appear on the slide, I'm going to add an animation to it by using the Properties tab on the right of the workspace. With that, our first slide is complete. And because I want all my slides to have the same look, I'm going to copy and paste the Step 1 oval from the first slide to the next 2 slides and change the number to represent the next 2 steps in the process. Since these next steps will be repetitive, I'm going to go ahead and add all the other items to the next 2 slides. Now that all my main content slides are created, I'm going to show you how to add slide notes. These come in handy when you're going to add narration to a slide. You just add all your text to the slide notes and then you're able to read it off as you record, and if anyone ever has to come behind you to change your project, the text for the audio is written in the slide notes. Next, we're going to create an assessment slide. It's always good to make your e-learning courses as interactive as possible. You can add assessment slides throughout and at the end. So we're going to insert a text box and type our question in it. We're going to insert another text box for answer A, and then we'll duplicate that text box and edit the text for answer B. How we make this interactive is by adding another click box. Now this click box will have a different function than the one we've already added. Move your click box over answer A, and this time we're going to keep the text box that says Type Success Text here. We're going to say that answer A is the correct answer. So in that text box, you're going to type something like, "It's correct," or "That's right." Take a look at the Properties tab. Because this is the right answer, we're going to use the default properties. We want the slide to auto-advance when the user selects the correct answer, and we want the success text to show. That's the default. Insert another click box for answer B, and again, delete all the text boxes except the success text. This is where it gets a little different. Because this is going to be our wrong answer, the properties will have to be different. Instead of going to the next slide, we want to select pause to give the user time to select the correct answer instead. We're going to leave the success text box checked because that's the only text box we didn't delete. Don't let the success text box confuse you. We could have easily chosen one of the other text boxes, but since the success text is the default, it's easier to work with even when you're dealing with an incorrect answer. This is the end of our project, so your last slide will want to say something like, "Thank you for your time and attention," or "The end." Now it's time to preview your project.